By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to master how to trade Fibonacci retracement and avoid the common mistake that most traders make, and also how do you get into high probability entries. Okay, so first thing first, what is Fibonacci retracement? Now, I'm not going to talk about the golden ratio, Fibonacci ratio. You can go research that yourself. This Fibonacci extension, that's Fibonacci retracement. So today, I'm just going to focus on this. Now, a lot of times prices, they will go on a nice uptrend, and also sometimes they go on a nice downtrend. And along the way, there are minor retracements in the chart. So this is where Fibonacci retracement would come in and tell you at which point in the retracement should you enter. Where is the price when it goes up? Okay, let's say we are in an uptrend now. Where is the price going to retrace to? This level, this, or this. Now later I'll share with you how to draw Fibonacci retracement properly, okay? But for now, we just understand that when you draw a Fibonacci retracement, you'll see 7 lines. How many lines? 7 lines. Just take note of these. For now, 0, 0.286, 0.382, 0.5, 0.618, 0.786, then 1. Okay? Regardless of downtrend, uptrend, you'll see the same numbers, just in a different sequence. So for an uptrend, you will see the smaller number on top, then bigger number at the bottom. To put in simple terms, when you're trading in an uptrend, we want to draw the Fibonacci retracement from down to up, down to up, uptrend, down to up. Meaning, if you are in a downtrend, you draw from top to bottom. Okay? Downtrend, we go downwards. So where do you draw these 2 points? Where is the point A and point B in the chart? Now, sometimes trends, they come in all forms. Okay? Just follow this rule. Look at the most recent swing highs and swing low. So click on the swing low, okay, which would be your point A, and then you drag it up. Remember uptrend, we drag it up to the most recent swing high. And remember to use this only in nice trending market. You don't want to use this in a ranging market, which is what a lot of traders do. That is a major mistake. Don't use it in a chaotic market too, okay? So when you draw from the swing low to the swing high, what's going to happen is that the Fibonacci levels are going to appear. Now, a lot of times, trading platforms would have one more extra level down here, which is 1.618. Now, there are certain levels that are important. There are certain levels that are useless. Like certain levels are stupid, high risk to enter into. Certain levels will give you a nice place to enter, and you realize that prices would often bounce off that particular level. So the 3 levels you need to take note of: 0.382, 0.5, 0.618. Other levels, why do we ignore them? Now, when you see price go down to 0.286, okay? Sometimes, occasionally, it might rebound, but based on my experience, if you enter at 0.286, this is a bad risk to reward trade. Bad risk to reward. Oftentimes, it'll still be far away from the mean, meaning moving average. So this level is for amateur, impatient gamblers. So does this mean that I should go all the way deep, super deep? Does this mean that you should wait for price to retrace all the way down to level 1, 0.786 or 1.618, which is way below? Should you do that? Now, here's the thing. There's a difference between retracements and price breaking out going into a downtrend. So when prices retrace all the way back to level 1, this is not a retracement anymore. This is price changing from an uptrend into a downtrend. So 0.286 too risky, 0.786 not a retracement anymore. Then which of these levels are the best? Now one thing to remember, okay, doesn't mean that you should enter immediately, because you need one more thing. Later I'll talk about it, okay. But for now, when prices retrace to 0.382, okay, this is a minor pullback. Okay, so 0.382 would be a shallow pullback. Now sometimes you see that prices would bounce off shallow pullback level and then go up. But personally, in my opinion, pro traders, we focus on great risk to reward ratio. Shallow pullback would give you an okay risk to reward ratio, but not superb. So if price retraces to 0.5, this would be your normal pullback. A lot of times for me, I would love it when it retraces to 0.5. Risk to reward is better, and a lot of times it would have retraced to the mean, and then you have a nice confidence, and then you can potentially enter. Not enter straight away, okay? But when prices pull back to 0.618, this is a deep pullback. This is the deepest you can go, because beyond that, okay, beyond that, trend is probably changing, right? So deep pullback, the better the risk to reward ratio. So if you are a trader who loves a good trade with good risk to reward ratio, 0.618, this is a lucky number, 618. So my favorite levels, personally for me, okay, I would love it if prices retrace to these two levels. Again, doesn't mean that if it goes to 0.5, 0.618, I'll enter straight away. You need one more thing, because Fibonacci alone is garbage. But if you add one confirmation along with Fibonacci, this formula is going to increase the probability of your trade. So when prices, let's say, retraces to 0.5, okay, you want to wait for a bullish candlestick confirmation. Better yet, if there's a confluence with a support zone, nice support zone, coupled with bullish sentiment fundamentals, the big picture, okay, then you would have a nice trade. Whereas for a bearish trade, you would want to see a bearish candlestick pattern followed by bearish big picture fundamentals. Okay, you don't just rely on technical analysis alone. Remember that I've done a candlestick video in the past for beginners. I'll put it somewhere here. And with that, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.